Welcome to the land of Tellarum. In this world, made up of 4 major continents, luck will be tested, bonds broken, and empires will topple. Alright. Stolvok is running a little late, so he will be joining us in a few. But for now, we come back to the capital city of Tyrane, Centralia, inside of Castle Tyrane. The massive throne room. I'm going to move you guys to the battle map again so that... The massive, oversized throne room. I love getting those freaking bots in my chat as soon as we start. The oversized, massive throne room of the Castle Tyrane. That took me way longer to describe. Okay. You came into the throne room to find the corpse of the old king of Tyrane, King Edmond Tyrane. When you all approached the body, Elizabeth stepped out. Elizabeth, the new queen and daughter of King Tyrane, who, according to Rainier, killed him, stepped out from behind a pillar, said some words that were clearly meant to antagonize Rainier a little bit, as well as maybe a little bit of the other 2 knights that are with him. And Stolvok, seeing a chance, released 2 Eldritch Blasts. The first one striking Elizabeth Tyrane in the chest, dealing 15 damage, because that is the one that hit. And the second one kind of hitting her shoulder plate and bouncing off. After this blast hits Elizabeth, she looks towards all of you and smirks. And that is when you notice the golden cat-like eyes and the fanged teeth. And we're going to start the combat with Henry's turn. Also, or actually, Tubtor, roll initiative, because you might get higher.
Oh, okay, here I come. Here I come.
If Tubtor gets higher than a 22.
I mean, it is possible.
It is possible.
What's his dex, by the way?
He's got a 16. I've got the tiebreaker on there specifically for that. Let me open character sheets.
I'm
while
waiting
you're
for
doing
it to
this.
load, but I can roll a physical dice if you want.
Go ahead, and if it loads while you're doing that, take whichever one's higher, I guess. Might as well just give
Free
you
advantage.
advantage on this, pretty much.
I got a 19.
A 19, which, adding your dex?
No, after.
After adding your dex? Okay. Okay, so you do not go before him, but you do go after him. Just there. Now Tubtor's in the initiative. All right. Henry.
You know, my thing was working until just a second ago. What the hell?
That's always how it works.
Your app has performance anxiety.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still opening character sheets. I forgot how many things that one has. Frick, where is everyone? Henry, Rainier, Mithras, and oh, why did I put so many NPCs on one page?
Because if you didn't, we'd kill them all.
Well, you're only fighting 2 of them. I actually did this to help you guys out a little bit because I wasn't sure about it, but I don't know if this might just end poorly for everyone. I don't know. Okay, so the current turn is Henry's. Henry, standing in the back of the group, closest to her, which is actually the perfect placement for him now that I look at it. Hey Tubtor, what's your AC? Just a question.
18.
18? Okay, I'm just checking to see how high it is. Nobody really needs that one then. Okay, he's going to look towards Elizabeth. You know what? Yeah, I'll immediately go with one of his stronger attacks. He immediately looks towards Elizabeth. One second. I actually had music on that I was going to play on here. Combat here. I think it was this one. There, some combat music. Anyways, he's going to look towards Elizabeth. That's not too loud, is it?
I can't hear any music.
Oh, it's probably not. It's just not loading for you then. That's. This should be
I
playing.
hear some music, but it's very faint.
Okay. Why is it so loud for me and quiet for everyone else? It's weird. It is coming from Roll20, so that's probably why it's Dubdor can't hear it. You know what? I don't feel like bothering trying to get that right now. I'll deal with it later. It's too hot in here. I'm taking my coat off. All right. Back to game. Henry looks towards Elizabeth. Foul creatures like you shouldn't exist on this plane. And he is going to take his great sword off of his back and make a slash through the air. As it shines golden, and a beam of energy in the direction of the slash shoots forward, cutting, launching towards Elizabeth. With an 18, it misses. How did it get an 18 on the... That's interesting how it got an 18 on the hit and an 18 on the damage roll. That would have been... Okay. As this beam of light shoots towards Elizabeth, she quickly jumps out of the way, and it strikes through the pillar standing behind her, breaking it in two. He can only use one of those if he's using that action. So, Tubtor, it is your turn.
So my thing is not loading enough for me to see the battle map anymore.
That's lovely.
If somebody wants to stream what they're seeing, so I can use their screen or something, other than that, I don't know what I can do from here.
Ignore my clutter.
Can you see it now?
Yes, I'm just trying to tell who's who.
Does that help?
You
Yes.
are directly above Henry, kind of to the right. Dunyazard's right below Henry.
Actually, I can open this up a bit more if I do
You
this.
all seem to be within melee distance.
Come on. Come on. Move. Okay, fine. You move over there then.
Of both targets, I think. How far can you move again, Tubtor? 40? 35
40.
feet? 40 feet? Okay, let me just really quickly measure. Yeah, you're within range of both enemies. At this point, it's just who do you want to face? The vampire or the zombie?
I'm gonna face the vampire, not knowing it's a vampire.
Oh, well, if you don't know it's a vampire, I'll let you go with that.
I might know it's a vampire. I don't know.
I mentioned the golden cat-like eyes and the fanged mouth, the fanged smile, so you could just think it's some sort of, I don't know.
It's hard to tell. There's a lot of creatures in the D&D. Anyways, I would like to move backwards to attack the vampire. Is there any way I could get flanked?
Not currently.
I have enough. I would like to move behind the vampire to where the vampire is going to have to turn around to face me. At least exposing the vampires back to the party.
You can do that. I'll move you there.
Okay. I'd like to make an unarmed attack and a regular attack. But
oh,
I could.
I mean, you should be able to. You're a level 5 monk. Or you're a level 4 monk, technically. With a level 1 in cleric. Right?
Yeah. So the knife attack, I rolled an 11. I add 7 to that, and plus 2 for being a magical dagger. So does a dirty 20 hit?
A dirty 20 hits. And this is a strike with what?
The Wakazashi.
Okay.
Do you remember how much damage that does?
I believe short sword damage. Frick, how much damage is that? A d6? 1 second. Getting it up. Load faster, please. You loaded everything to get to that point perfectly fine. Stop it. I believe it had a +1? Right?
It was absolutely a +2 weapon. I'm just
It was a
trying to find
+2.
the thing
Okay.
you sent on it.
1d6. Because I based it off of a short sword, so it's 1d6. But it's slashing damage instead of piercing.
Nat 1
Nat 1.
for damage.
So you do minimal damage.
The unarmed attack misses, but I would like to use 3 of my action to use the brooch thing, the fire brooch thingy.
The damage you dealt was minimal damage. You got a 1 on it, so it's 3 damage. And then, because it's dragon glass, the cut drives deeper than you expect it to. And what else did you want it to do?
I expend 3 charges from my brooch thing that I can never find. Dragon Flame Pendant, that one.
3 charges. Frick. That's...
To add 3d8 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah.
I got an 8, a 1, 7. So 16 fire damage.
16. Doing good.
I'm
You
gonna
dealt
be
a
yelling
decent
out.
blow.
I'm gonna be yelling out not to hurt Tubtor's friends while I'm at it.
Well, guess what? Since you hit her with the Dragon Glass Wakazashi, she does not get her healing on her turn.
I had a feeling that might be a good idea.
And is that all you can do?
That is all I can do.
And Stovok still isn't here. Frick.
Honestly, knowing him, he'd probably say Stovok would just move behind like a pillar or something and then do another dual Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. Freaking I had to go to a different tab, so I covered all of the character sheets I have open. Stovok. Okay, yeah, Stovok for now is going to move behind, let's say, this pillar. And on his way there, he's going to do his... Sorry, I'm actually looking to see what he's got. Just an Eldritch Blast, then... With a natural 1, Stovok critically fails.
Are we doing critical fails on spells?
Not necessarily. I was just saying that's a natural 1, so it doesn't hit anything. We do crit fails, but not the same way as it does for, like, for combat with actual weaponry. Like, Since most spells are ranged attacks, it's unlikely that anyone's going to get opportunity attack when you crit fail. So, and since he's not
I
a
just
wild
wondered
magic
how-
sorcerer, he's not going to do anything fancy unless, or, yeah. Basically, no. You can crit fail, but you can't. Anyways, that's Stovok's turn. Taking us to the king's turn. Sorry. Decided to take a bite of food. He's going to move forward straight towards Ronos. And he is going to make... Where is his character sheet? I have lost it. There. Found it. He is going to make a single attack. No, actually, he's going to make 2 attacks, because he can do that, on Ronos. The first one being a 21, which hits 14 slashing and 6. Damn, I forgot how good that is. One strike to Ronos, and he's decently... Actually, Ronos is knocked prone. As that did about half his health. And that brings us to Elizabeth, who does not get her healing in this turn. Let me see what she has again. Okay. She's going to turn towards Tubtor. She's going to multi-attack. 1 slash with her sword with a 27 to hit. And it did not roll damage, so I have to roll the damage now. Thank you, game. I told you to auto-roll damage for her. I'm going to click it again. It was a 27 to hit. 9 slashing damage. And then she's going to take the clawed shield on her left hand and swipe at you with that as her second attack, which is a 26 to hit, and that's 14 slashing damage.
Oh, jeez. How am I looking?
Right. I have to do that to you. It's minus...
You went from 55
minus
to 32.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm fine.
Yeah. Fine's one way to put it. Anyways,
You're
that
still
is her
just
turn.
over half.
Dunyazard, it is your turn.
All right, I have a very important question. Are there any other dead bodies or skeletons of any sort within this area?
This room seems very clean. So no. The only dead body that was in here was the king before he animated and started attacking.
For now.
All right, in that case, I am going to move myself right behind Elizabeth, and I'm going to go to grab her arm and cast Bestow Curse.
Ooh. And that is a wisdom saving throw. Let's see if someone can finally succeed in a wisdom saving throw against you. A 21 succeeds.
Damn.
All right. Is there anything else you can do?
Well, I still have my spirit rapier.
Yep.
Which, if I move it up here, does it still gain
It
advantage?
still gains advantage from flanking because the line crosses over.
Fantastic.
Because that goes through her square.
Oh!
A natural 20. Ooh. Let's see how quickly you can kill my vampire. With a natural 20, that is the normal damage and then full damage. So that's... Damn, that is 10 plus 2 plus 6 plus 1. Is that right? Did that roll the... Is that
No,
rolling
it
the...
did not roll it properly. Hang on, let me do a manual roll of this. Alright, so it's one... So it's that for the,
Of course, it switches to a
5
minimal
seconds.
damage there. That
Yep,
for the
so
piercing.
that's for the pierce damage, and then the necrotic is this.
Max damage there. Okay, a 6 and a 7. And then
But wait, doesn't it automatically roll max damage because it's a crit?
the crit is another... typically, it's another roll of the damage dice, but for us, it's max damage of the damage dice added to what you roll. So,
Okay,
for all
so-
dice rolled for damage on the crit. So, that's...
Yeah, then that would be 14 pierce and 6 necrotic.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, that's a super quick 20 damage. I'll take it.
Is that only 20? Because you add the rolls as well as the... So you got the 7 plus 6, which is what you rolled. And then the 14 plus 6, right? So you should do 33 damage. If I
Okay.
calculated that right.
That sounds
Well, yeah,
way
because
better.
the 14 plus 6 would be total
It's
damage from
8 plus
if
6
it rolled
is
max.
14. So
Yeah.
that's the total max. And then you got the 7 for rolled. So all added up, it's 33.
Yeah, that's 33 damage.
Yep. Is that all you can do?
Yes.
Okay, as we move to Mithras's turn, who is going to focus mostly on the king. She's gonna spin around here to get advantage. And she's going to make 2 attacks with her greatsword. I'm just gonna roll it at advantage. A 16 and a 13. Both of them miss. Ah. Well, that's her turn. Ronos. He's going to make 2 attacks with his longsword.
Wait, Ronos is prone, so you would have to use that turn to get up.
He has to use half his movement to stand up and then make 2 attacks. Okay, I did not roll that the way I wanted to, but 24 hits. Why is it not rolling damage? I set every one of these up to roll damage. Why are some of them not rolling damage? It's annoying. 1d8 plus 3. 8 damage with the first strike. And see if the second one even hits. 21, 6 damage with the second strike. Wow. He actually did that better than Mithras's, and she was technically a higher ranking knight than he was. Alright, that's his turn. Brings us to Rainier. He is going to also make 2 attacks. I'm going to make sure this is auto-rolling damage. It isn't. Why? Okay. An 8 misses. And a 10 misses. That was... These guys
Did
are not
Rainier
doing
just
well.
like shout out what move he was using beforehand?
I forgot to move him. That happened.
He just runs up at him, shining head slash, and Edmund just ducks.
It's just like even an undead can fucking dodge your movements easily when you shout what you're doing. Anyways, Henry is going to... Let's see, what else can he do? Yeah, he's just gonna...
If he has at least 30 feet of movement, he could get behind Elizabeth to get advantage.
Yeah,
Going between the pillars.
Which is exactly what he's doing. Thank you for... I mean, I thought of that. He's going to roll to hit. Oh. I forgot to give him multi-attack, but he does have it. With a 25 to hit there, doing 19 and 13 radiant damage. Ooh. Vampires are weak to radiant damage. And it's very obvious here, as she is not looking good at all. This fight is not at all going how I planned.
River, you really need to start pumping the HP numbers up.
I shouldn't have given you guys so many NPCs to work with. Especially ones like Henry.
Yeah, I was dead serious when I said the next boss fight better have 300 health or something.
It has 2 enemies with high health and high damage, but they're sucking right now. Anyways, Tubtor, it's your turn. I have a feeling I'm going to ask a very important question soon.
Tor would like to make one more knife attack.
Okay.
And it does not hit.
Damn it.
It doesn't hit.
I'd like to grapple as a bonus action.
Okay. For you, that's an acrobatics against her strength or dexterity. So...
I got a 19. Can I roll that at advantage because I now have a nightstick? And it reads in the nightstick weapon thing that it's a grappling tool that gives advantage for grappling.
Yeah,
Won't you have to take a turn or
but
an
she's
action to
grappled.
swap your weapon?
If you've got it,
I got a 19. The 19 is what I got.
yeah. She's grappled.
It's an offhand defensive thing
Oh, okay.
in place of a shield.
I see now.
But I
This
failed to
is
grapple.
no. You succeeded. She's grappled.
Oh, nice. I didn't actually think that would work.
Is that all?
I would like to sit. I would like to start walking her towards her father and say, "Look what you've done to my friend."
You think I give a shit?
And I actually, huh?
So you're moving her towards Edmond, towards King Tyrane.
Correct.
Okay. How far towards?
I believe I have 20 feet that I can move a grappled creature.
Okay, so right about here. You say that, and she responds with, "You think I give a shit?" And is that the end of your turn?
That will be the end of my turn. Yeah.
She's gonna punch you, using a legendary action.
Shit.
Because I forgot she had legendary actions and haven't been using them at all this entire time. 27. Take 7 bludgeoning damage. She was just gonna move out of the way and try to get away, but then you grappled her, so punch.
I think that's fair.
And then it's back to Stolvok's turn. Stolvok has a thing where he could shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts, but I'm not
Stovok
sure.
is
Freaking
Stovok is
Stolvok's not
10
even
feet
here.
away from somebody who's grappled.
Okay.
Is it bad? I'm kind of hoping she has a second health bar.
Only bad for Tubtor.
Oh, don't worry. Tubtor's gonna love my idea if she has a second health bar.
Okay. Stolvok gets 2 Eldritch Blast attacks because of the thing that I forgot to read for Stolvok stuff. A 24 and a 28. Both of those hit. $11 and a 14. At this point, I would ask Stovok how does he want to do this, but at the same time, these 2 blasts strike Elizabeth. Yeah, that's damage. That's definitely damage. Dealing an 11 and a 14 to the 16 health she has remaining. I am going to give her a more feral form that's going to pop up after this as both strikes land. For just a moment, the life seems to leave her body as she drops the sword. The shield remains almost attached to her gauntlet that she's wearing. What is it? Okay. And the wounds that you've all inflicted seem to rapidly heal. I'm giving her a second health bar. That's not what I meant to type. Yeah, she's gonna... Stovak should be able to join soon. Okay. And she's going to immediately burst free of Tubtor's grapple, knocking you back 5 feet, and that's all that happens there. All right. Next is the kings. And there it is. I love losing the character sheets and stuff. He's going to make another strike at Ronos. With a 26 hitting, dealing. Jeez. I'm gonna see if the next attack hits before adding all this up, because yes, that does.
That is a dead person right there.
Oh. Yeah, as the king slashes down, Ronos drops to one knee, and then the king's sword slashes through Ronos' neck, cleanly splitting his head off of his body, as he just did 38 damage to someone who had 23 health left. Ronos is dead. That's down one NPC. Back to Elizabeth's turn, who is now in a feral rage. She is going to lunge towards Tubtor, striking with one hand, with one clawed hand, making an attack. An 11, I'm assuming, doesn't hit. You've got an 18, right?
You're correct.
And then she strikes with her left hand, still having that clawed shield on her hand, getting a 23, take 11 slashing damage.
Would you do that for me?
Yes, I can do that, because I forgot you can't.
You're down to 21 health, Tubtor.
Dunyazard, it is your turn.
I got this.
All right. Dunyazard is going to immediately move between both of them, raise her arms up, and show her palms, or raise her palms out to both of them, and just with one command, freeze. Because I'm doing hold person at a higher level.
All right. So they both need to make a wisdom save. Let's see Elizabeth's first. She is currently in a rage, so I'm giving her disadvantage on it. And she gets a 25 still. She rolled a nat 20 into 25.
I see that.
That's... let's see what the king... He's got a lower wisdom. He's rolling it straight. A 14. Right on the save. Meets it, beats it, so neither of them are held. That sounded like it was going to be cool, but the dice decided otherwise.
Nope, dice decide otherwise.
And I believe you still have your rapier.
Yes, which will just easily float over Tubtor and Elizabeth to do another strike on Elizabeth.
Gaining advantage.
All right, advantage. And I'm probably going to have to...
25 hits.
No, it actually rolled the damage.
It actually
proper
rolled
this
it right
time.
this time. 11
Yep.
plus 6, that is 17. Okay. Is that the end of your turn? I'm assuming so.
Yep, that's all I can do.
Okay, she is going to take a legendary action. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Should I make her move or just attack? I think... You know what? She's gonna move. This, as the legendary action, it does not provoke opportunity attacks, so she gets to just wander on by, heading towards Henry. That moves to Mithras.
Wait, is it her turn? Oh, legendary
yeah.
action. She
Elizabeth,
can move in the
this
middle.
legendary action, yeah.
I see now.
Okay, Mithras is going to stay where she is currently and make another 2 greatsword attacks. This time at advantage because she should have been doing that the first time too. Ding, 23 hits. Why? You should still be rolling that. What the I clicked that already. I clicked it to roll, auto roll damage, and it just decided, no, we don't need to do that. Give me the damage. 10. 10 slashing damage on the first one. And then she's going to make another attack. And she's got multi-attack at advantage. Ding. 2 7s. She misses the second one. Okay. Ronos is dead. Let me remove him from the turn order. Rainier is going to... Oh. Oh no, I did add that. Okay. Rainier makes 2 attacks with his special longsword, both of them having advantage as they're flanked. 21 hits, a 9 and an 8. And then a second attack. Wait. Oh. That 8 should be doubled. I think. No. Wait. 1 second. Let me reread. Never mind. I do not have anything saying he takes any extra damage against Radiant. Let me roll that second attack then. A 12 and a 9 at a 24. That actually does... That's way better. Thank you for doing something, Rainier. Henry's down here fighting Elizabeth alone now. I've got so many different tabs for so many different characters. He is going to... I guess just make another 2 strikes with his sword. A 12 misses. And a 21 hits. Dealing 40 damage because of the Radiant. Yay. Radiant against vampires is very good. Tuptor, your turn. Hello?
Hello, Tubtor.
Hello?
It's your
Hello?
turn.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Tubtor is pretty terrified of this rabid feral vampire. Do vampires have a 10-foot reach?
No.
So
Not this one, at
retreating a
least.
little bit would not provoke attack opportunity.
Where you stand now, no.
I will say, Dunyazard has some greater healing potions in her bag if you want to just grab one from her bag and drink it.
Tubtor is going to retreat to over by the king. And I would like to roll a knife attack on the king.
Okay. Let's see. Where exactly you want to go by the king? Because you can get anywhere.
Up above.
Up above him? Okay, right here you will get advantage.
Yep.
Also, you see the dead body of one of the knights, dead headless body of one of the knights right beside you, laying on the ground.
Of course he's headless. Damn it.
Yep. I rolled a 22 for my knife attack.
That'll hit.
River, did you intentionally do that against me?
Maybe.
I did 3 damage.
3
and
damage.
I'd like to use the other 3 damage, but I'd like to use the other action to add 3d8 fire damage to that from totally deplete the brooch.
Okay.
3, 1, and 4. Another 8 fire damage.
Okay, so... Got it. You come over, strike the king. Cutting deeply, but it doesn't seem to wound him as bad as it did Elizabeth. Is that all you can do?
I'm going to make a bonus action. I'm going to spend a key point to make 2 bonus action unarmed attacks, just for fun.
Okay.
22 and 16.
The 22 hits.
Unarmed, I believe, is a 1d4 plus 4. Minimal damage again. 5 damage.
5 damage. You punch him in the face. Alright, that'll bring us to Stolvok's turn. It would have been hilarious if Stolvok came in right then. Okay.
Henry's not looking so good.
Who?
Dangerous position for Henry.
Oh. So far, he's been dealing a lot of damage to Elizabeth. You figure he could probably hold his own.
Doing better than I was, that's for sure.
Alright. I was really hoping Stolvok would be back in at this point. At least get one attack off on his own. I think I'm going to have Stolvok, for now, focus on Elizabeth. Which, standing here, I'll pop him out for a second so that he can actually get a proper attack. Freaking Stolvok gets 2 Eldritch Blasts. Yay. Ding and ding. One of those hit, the other one misses. 9 force damage. the king's turn. Tubtor, as the one who dealt damage to him last, he's going to attack at you.
A tub tour.
Yeah. That's a 20 to hit.
Use my reaction to add 2 temporarily to my. No, that would meet it beats
That
it.
would beats it.
Oh shit, never mind.
Yeah. So you're gonna take. Ooh. You're gonna take 9 damage. Tubtor is not looking too hot.
The tub tour just starts screaming. It is a panic screaming.
And there's gonna be another swing towards Rainier. That's a 26 to hit, which does hit. All right. Elizabeth's turn. She's going to continue facing off with Henry. Unarmed strike. 19 hits. Ow. And Shield Claw. A 24 hits. Damn. They're hitting well. Dunyazard, it is your turn.
All right. So I have an idea, but this is going to be up to DM discretion. Can I use a medicine check to try and reattach Ronos's head to his body?
Sure, but if you're going to want to reattach the head, it's going to be the whole turn.
That's fine.
Okay. A 24. Yeah, you could figure out how to reattach his head well enough to use some necromancy. So you're going to spend this turn reattaching his head?
I will spend the whole turn doing nothing but just reattaching his head.
Dunyazard pretty much just crouches down over Ronos's body, grabs his head, and grabs a needle and thread and starts sewing.
Save him!
That'll bring us to... I can close that one because he's dead. For now, I can close that one. Mithras, is going to multi-attack. At advantage. Missing. First attack. And getting the second attack, dealing 10 damage. Okay. Rainier. Doo-doo-doo. Lion's Fang. Advantage. Missing. Almost got a crit. If he didn't have advantage, he would have got a crit fail.
Oof.
Striking with the second one. Okay, that was wrong. Where did that 9 come from? I'm failing at math, so 13 13 damage. Henry is going to... He's only taken one hit. He's going to... He's going to make 2 attacks.
Oh, I did not mean to hit that.
2 attacks on Elizabeth. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Luckily, he's got great weapon fighting, so he can re-roll that. Oh. Whew. I'm just gonna roll a d20 here. D20 plus... An 11 still does not hit. Okay.
Oof.
Luckily, he's got 2 attacks. So, next attack, a 19 hits. This sword does a lot of fucking damage. Dealing 30 damage. He hasn't even hit a crit yet. Oh, wait. And the radiant. Frick. And as a bonus action, he is going to heal Tubtor. Henry strikes at Elizabeth, one of his attacks missing, and then he looks towards Tubtor and the sword begins to glow, and Tubtor heals for 2d10 plus 2 health. Let me roll that. 15 health returns to Tubtor. Henry is a good person to have. And that is his turn. Tubtor, it is your turn. You just gained what felt like divine healing from Henry.
All right. I have
With
another.
the new...
Actually, I have another question with DM discretion. Tubtor, would you be willing to delay your action until it is my turn and have us go at the same time? Because I have an idea.
I'd like to hear your idea.
Action.
I am going to, because Ronos' head is fully attached, I can cast Revivify and bring him back, give him my bag full of healing potions, and then have you grab his body and run off so both of you can heal up with the potions.
I love that idea, but wouldn't that provoke attack opportunity from the zombie?
For you only. Hence why I have 5 greater potions of healing in that bag. I don't think he's going to do 27 damage in one hit to you.
You can also use an action to disengage and not take the opportunity.
True.
You know, I'm going to say that I'm going to say that this sounds like if this were a question asked to Tubtor in battle, and Dunyazard asked Tubtor to help me and drag him to safety, that's exactly what Tubtor would do.
Fantastic. So, River, that's now DM discretion. Are you going to allow Tubtor to delay his turn until it's mine?
Tubtor want to delay his turn? I will.
Yep, that sounds like I'm happy with the conjoined
So
dual action. Yeah.
Tubtor holds an action. bringing it to Stolvok's turn. Stolvok is going to... I wish he was here already.
I say Stovak could probably guarantee a kill on one of them, or have a chance to knock out both with a different bolt to each.
I don't know if his double beam, his two beam Eldritch Blast can actually hit separate targets or not. I don't think it can. I'm not sure. He doesn't have that written down on his character sheet. He's only got two beam Eldritch Blasts, and then it says, "I'm sure you can guess what this does."
I'm pretty sure you
Yeah,
can
that
target
sounds
different
about right.
targets, but I'm pretty sure we've had Eldritch Blasts target different targets.
I
But
think we have.
maybe
but-
I'm wrong.
I think we did, but they were like within 10 feet of each other, is the
Yeah.
only thing.
This is something that comes from the same cast and typically in the same general direction. I'm just gonna have him do it at one. Okay.
I'm gonna throw it out. I don't
He's
see
got
that
freaking
anywhere on
shattered.
the spell.
Okay.
Same
Let's
general
see.
direction as never. Sorry.
Well, that's a DM thing, so. Okay. Two Eldritch Blasts towards Elizabeth. A 17 misses. A 21 hits. 14. Yeah, if two of his Eldritch Blasts would actually hit, then if both of them would hit, yeah, that probably would have been a guaranteed kill right there. But only one of them. And that'll bring us back to the king, who is going to strike. He's going to make an attack towards Rainier again. He's going to make a one-handed attack towards Rainier. Hitting. And he's going to bring the sword up and down with both hands, making a two-handed attack towards Mithras. She doesn't have any damage dealt, so I don't know why I said that. I said like it's a bad thing that he missed. Anyways, he finally missed an attack. Back to Elizabeth, who is badly wounded, and at this point, no, because she's been being struck by radiant damage this entire time, so her regeneration is still not working. Man, this was... If you guys didn't beat Henry, this would have turned... Or bring Henry, this would have turned out a lot differently. Probably. Or at least a little bit differently. 16... does hit. Dang.
Wait, how the fuck do I have higher DC than Henry? Or AC, not
that
DC.
was wrong. Because Henry is wearing breastplate, and you're wearing something that is completely different.
Fair.
Freaking what? 8 damage. Read the right number. Jeez. And then claw attack with the shield claw. That's 28 to hit and 11 damage. Dunyazard, your turn.
Alright. Glad I saved a slot for this. Ronos is not being buried today.
As Dunyazard finishes sewing Ronos' head back onto his body, she casts... How do you want to cast Revivify? How do you want to describe this?
Dunyazard is going to kneel down next to Ronos' sunken body, raise him up by his shoulders, and just be like, "You're not dying on us today," and give him a gentle kiss on his lips, breathing life back to his body.
As Ronos sits there silently until Dunyazard places a kiss on his lips, and he breathes back to life with 1 hit point.
I'm going to
As he
immediately take my bag off of my shoulder, put it around his neck, and yell, "Tubtor, get him out of here!"
And Tubtor, you can use your...
And grabs his ankle. A hand darts out and grabs his ankle as I am feeding him the health potion with an action and using a key point and my bonus action to dash and drag him to safety.
Okay, since you did not use...
I believe as I'm using... Huh?
Since you didn't use your action to disengage, you're going to take opportunity attack.
But he's going to take the full healing from the health potion,
But he's
right?
going to take the full healing. What kind of health potion was that again?
Greater health potion.
Greater health potion. Ah, frick.
I will now lower that down to 4.
What was the dice on that? Frick. Let me just search it.
It's 4d4 plus 4.
Okay.
So that's
4d4
20
plus
health
4
that he
is-
restores. So he's back up to 21.
Okay. You force this potion down his throat and he heals up. You move, getting an opportunity attack from the king.
Now, how far can I move? I
You
believe
can move your full range. King makes a 25 to hit, dealing 9 damage.
Oh, he got
and
me.
It burns as his blade cuts through your back just slightly, but you make it away. And you've got 40 feet of movement?
I've got 40 feet of movement, and I wanted to use my bonus action to dash, so that'd be 80 feet of movement. Reduced if you want me to drag him, reducing my...
I'm going to make it 40 feet of movement, being halved because you're dragging Ronos.
Okay.
And he is now healed up to roughly half health. Dunyazard, is that the end of your turn?
I'd like to be a little farther away from the vampire, thank you.
I put you as far away from the vampire as possible to while still being able to just run through without having to deal with the pillars.
Not if he moved north.
Oh, he could have
Exactly.
moved north. And then
'Cause if he moved to about right there, that would be 35 feet of movement, put 2 sets of pillars between him and the king.
then I'll do that. Even though I don't think either of them have a ranged attack, which is why I put them so close to you guys in the start. Is that all you can do, Dunyazard?
Yes, the bag moving is going to be the bonus action. The Revivify is the action. That is
Okay.
everything I can do.
That'll bring us to Mithras.
I have to say, kind of lucky that
Actually-
I'm doing this directly next to the king, and he didn't give a shit.
Well, all of this took place in 6 seconds. For
True.
each turn is 6 seconds. So, unarmed strike from Elizabeth as her legendary action on Henry at the end of your turn with a 21 to hit, dealing 8 damage. Mithras's turn. She's going to strike with her greatsword. 2 times. At advantage. 11 damage as that one hits. And then one more. Ding. Ding. That one misses. Rainier. Where the frick did his character sheet just go? 21 to hit. That's good. That does 9. Then another strike.
Yeah, both bosses are on single-digit health now.
That hits as well. 12 plus 9. Ooh. Rainier, with this last, he swings up, as cutting through the king's chest, disorienting him, the undead king, for a second. And then he goes and says, "Sorry, father," and strikes his blade directly through his chest, twisting it and then cleaving through to make sure he cannot be raised again, as the king is now dead once again. I'm just gonna... That is his turn. And Henry, unless he misses this attack, is going to... Yep, a 21. Shortly, within seconds of that happening, Henry, with one strike is all it takes for this one, cuts through. That was a lot of damage compared to what she has left. So he cuts through her chest, splitting her in half. As she had 8 hit points left, and he just dealt 28 damage. They're dead. Stovok didn't actually get to be a part of any of that. That sucks. As the battle comes to an end, it's back to being eerily quiet as 2 bodies now lay lifeless on the floor. Ronos, of course, is really confused and concerned, as the last thing he remembers from seconds ago was everything going dark and then his head rolling to look at his body just before everything goes black, and then the next thing he knows, he has a dark elf's face in his face. And a bugbear dragging him by the ankle across the throne room.
Yeah, he's probably going to have like a permanent scar all the way around his neck now.
And he is
That's kind of badass.
rubbing his neck like he swears his head was just not attached to his body. And then Rainier, of course, is going to speak, so it is done. Next problem on my list is figuring out who's going to be... Well, it's probably going to be me, as I'm the only family left of the king. Even if I'm adopted, it's... Struggling times are bound for the kingdom of Tyrane. And I thank you all for being here. for helping me deal with this entire situation, for helping my people. Without you, I'm sure this fight would have ended much differently. And,
Question for real fast.
yes?
How much of King Edmund's head is still attacked, or still
Pretty much.
intact?
Sorry for being late as
His
shit.
head is completely intact, but his body is torn apart. It is not in good condition.
I got most of it off. But
That's perfectly fine.
blue.
Mr. Rayner, question for you real fast.
Yes. Dunyazard, was it?
Yes. Is there anything you would like to ask your father before we bury him? With his head still intact, we should be able to speak with dead with him still.
I have no questions that I need answered from him.
Understood. Figured I would at least offer.
I think what we need to do next is lay him to rest properly. I would like to know why Elizabeth did what she did, but I don't need to hear the words for myself.
I'd say
And
with
then-
that last hit from Henry, I'm pretty certain Elizabeth's entire body just evaporated to dust.
She was
Was there any
split.
fire or radiant damage involved?
I'm gonna have to watch the VOD.
There was radiant damage. Yeah, you are. You did a little bit, but Henry really fucked up Elizabeth with his sword. Henry's sword mostly deals radiant damage. So there was a lot of radiant damage involved. That's why her healing continued to not work as soon as Henry joined in on the fight and started hitting her. But her body is still intact, but thanks to the radiant damage of Henry's sword, as it cleaved through, it basically cauterized the wound so that she couldn't heal, and she is dead because of it as well. Other than that, her head and everything is still intact.
Get up for a quick second. I do apologize.
Anyway, yeah, this fight ended a lot quicker than I expected it to in certain ways, so I added a few things and changed a few things mid-combat. Well, not like attacks or anything, specifically with Elizabeth. Her health bar went down way too quickly, so I gave her a second health bar. After a certain point, it was like a two-stage boss fight. Also, everyone
Almost messed her up.
Everyone
Except
gain a level.
Rolled minimum. Oh, really?
Yep. This was another
As soon as I can get
special
roll 20
point
to
in the
open,
story. Stovak, is there
Are we
anything specific you wanted to say or anything? Rainier ended up getting the last kill on King Tyrane. Ended up saying, sorry, father, basically, and then cleaved through his body so he couldn't be raised back as an undead again. Elizabeth was split in two by Henry. As I've said.
Good lord.
That's pretty much how the fight went.
first stage of the boss.
Ronos died for a good couple of seconds, being completely beheaded, but Dunyazard used some knowledge she had in medicine to reattach his head and cast Revivify to bring him back.
Good lord. Eventful day.
Other than that, nothing really
Fine.
happened.
Oop, that's keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, think of anything that I would say though.
Okay. Well, Ronos is going to turn to Tubtor. It's hard to talk. I think I owe you and the elf my life.
Tor tried to fix. I'm going to be casting Mending very specifically on his throat.
Mending? I don't think
Subtor is
mending.
kind of focused.
Is
It's a break or a tear, right? His vocal cords, and not a very big one, that's for sure. Subtor is going to be very preoccupied trying to figure out how to make
mending
this
doesn't
work.
typically work on biological things. But
That would be an obstacle to overcome.
okay, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh my God.
So theoretically, if a person were beheaded and the head doesn't die for a couple of seconds after it's beheaded, if it were reattached and somebody were to
I'm
cast
back.
Spare the Dying,
Mm-hmm.
so Spare the Dying says if a life form has 0 hit points and is dead, and it has to be still living, it can't be dead, 0 hit points, it becomes stable. So if a person is beheaded but the head is still alive, and you cast Spare the Dying on a living thing with 0 hit points, would it become stable and the head reattach?
I'll be honest.
There is
Even
not
I would
enough
rule that.
time.
Yeah, even I would rule that there's not enough time to reattach the head while the head is still alive.
Yeah, when someone is beheaded,
How long?
it's like milliseconds of the brain still being active before it loses all the blood and it's gone. Honestly, the whole his head rolling over and him seeing his body was just a little flare.
Actually, I think the scientific research done into that is that the head itself stays at least mildly conscious for about 2 minutes after, but
it's still dead.
any amount of
Body's dead
Revivify,
immediately.
or not Revivify, any amount of Spare the Dying within that time limit, they'll be alive, but they'll basically be brain dead.
It'd honestly be torture.
Yeah.
Some questions there while I had some time.
Getting up and he did this.
Anyways,
So that's how Spare the Dying works.
Ronos just thanked you. Basically what's gonna happen is he's gonna need some time for his vocal cords to properly heal. everything is put back together. It all reconnected and healed when you used your Revivify. There is a scar going all the way around his neck from the clean cut of the blade. But that's basically the only thing that remains from that whole thing.
I feel like Ronos is just going to take that as, this is a sign I should retire early.
Yeah. Probably. There's a good chance for that. Who knows? Maybe in campaign 2 you guys will run into a retired Ronos. Anyways, as everyone is giving thanks, I'm gonna move Ronos, and
Thanksgiving?
Tubtor and everyone back down to the group.
That reminds me, did either of them use any more of my potions? Should I mark?
Nope. Only the one was used. Tubtor, do you give the potion bag back?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Fantastic. You don't want to touch the rest of the bottles in.
Do not drink that one.
These greater healing bottles are giant crystalline red heart bottles. For a reason. Don't touch any other bottle.
Especially the one that says, danger, do not touch. Anyways, while you guys are talking, I don't have... Do I have it? No, I don't have it. I love forgetting to set up character sheets for certain things. I do, however, have a token. So, you see a large silver dragonborn. Okay, Stovak.
I didn't mean to hit that, my bad.
A large
I'm trying to hit the
silver
invoker.
dragonborn, pushed through the gate, the opening, to the throne room, wearing heavy, black steel plate armor, has 2 great swords on his back, and a, glaive that gives off kind of a cold radiance, to it. Oh, am I late to the party already?
I don't want to say he looks like an assassin, but he really looks like an assassin.
Let me move him up to here. My name's Shelkus. I was
Oh
sent
my
by...
god, how did I fucking get it?
You're welcome. I do enjoy putting my own made characters into the campaign every once in a while. I was sent by Richter. We were supposed to cause a distraction for you guys to get in, but then we saw an explosion as we were trying to incite a riot. It actually kind of helped.
Quite great, the distractions. What can I say?
That was you. One of, Janky's mechanisms, I presume?
Yes, it was indeed. To the powder barrel hooked up to explode.
Well, did the job, that's for sure. Well, since clearly your job was done as well, I'm not even going to question how she was split in 2.
It was our good friend Henry. Your sword is quite effective.
This sword's definitely stronger than the last time I used it, that's for sure. Wasn't expecting her to go down that quickly. As he sheathes it back onto his back. Wow. Looks like somebody else here has quite the potential. Anyways, my job still not quite done. I have to talk to Rainier here for a little bit. You
also gotta hit the
guys,
dirty on it, corpse.
as Shilka starts emoting. Anyways, you guys have an airship waiting outside. If you'd like to take it. Rainier, we've got some plans that might be good to go over.
We haven't killed the hag, right?
Huh?
So we haven't killed the hag here, right? I didn't miss that.
No, not yet. The hag has not made an appearance. But you guys
Making sure.
also
That seemed
never
too
got the
easy.
chance to let Elizabeth say something or ask her anything, so.
Hey, maybe she shouldn't have been real adept at eating friggin' dirt.
Got it. Let's go.
That was
I grappled
even-
her. I gave her a chance to talk, but then she punched me.
Yeah. That's because you grappled her, dragged her over to the king, her father, who she killed.
Sounds like a completely reasonable course of action.
I mean, there is one thing that Stovak might be able to do if using his magic sense, if he wanted to roll a perception based on magic, so you have advantage. I will give you something. But the only other thing I can think of is Dunyazard using speak to the dead or whatever on her upper corpse. A perception of 17. You noticed that the magic, every person's magic has its own kind of signature that comes with it, its own unique thing. And the magic that was used to reanimate the king was not coming from Elizabeth.
Well, I don't think our job is quite over yet. I'm not sure where the hag is, but I know they were here at some point because Elizabeth did not revive her own father. It was someone else. And I would presume, based on the fact that Elizabeth was in cahoots with the hag, that it was the hag.
In fact, almost that entire time, Elizabeth showed no sign of using any other sort of magic other than her vampiric powers.
Turns
And-
his head to either side and said, "Why not ask Mr. King?" Because Dunyazard has reference to talking to the dead.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did ask Rainer if he wanted to say something to the king, and if I just go ahead and do that, I kind of
Yeah.
feel a little dirty. Rainer, are you okay with this?
Yeah, no question.
If it'll get you the information
Yeah,
you
what?
seek to help with your goals, then I will allow you to speak with him.
All right. Someone else will have to ask the questions while I'm channeling this.
Okay, speak with dead. Yeah, you grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer the questions you pose. The corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. The spell fails if the corpse was the target of this spell within the last 10 days. Okay.
Is there a number of questions?
Oh, he was
5.
undead.
He was
5?
undead.
I actually did double check that.
But
That is if they
because
are not
he's-
currently animated undead.
I was gonna say, but because he is not currently undead, he is dead once again. It should work. The thing is, you can't target a zombie or something and make it answer questions while it's trying to bite your fucking head off. You know.
But you can slaughter the zombie, and if its head is still okay, you can ask it questions.
Yep.
And,
All right.
and the degradation of the corpse won't, the decomposition won't Okay.
Yeah,
Dunyazard,
and
you have
as
full
long
armor.
as it still has a mouth, as long as its head is still attached and it has a mouth, it has the ability to speak.
I mean,
Pretty much.
everybody knows Tubtor would try and do this. Tubtor would be willing to do this. Tubtor's gonna fuck it up.
Okay.
Tubtor's wise, but he's not.
Dunyazard's gonna
Actually,
fuck it up.
Tubtor would be pretty happy with trying to do this.
As a green magic
I mean-
begins to emanate from Dunyazard, how do you want to describe casting this spell? Necromancy is always going to be like a green type of magic in my world, just so you know.
Like how science is.
Dunyazard's eyes start to glow emerald as she begins light chanting, waving her arms back and forth. And you see King Edmond Tyrane's body lift up. His eyes start glowing with the same emerald that her eyes do. And you hear emanating from both Dunyazard and the king, speak. You may ask 5 questions.
Speak. You may ask 5 questions.
You trying to sound like the door from Oblivion?
No, I'm sounding like an undead. It's more of a magical speaking than a...
You asking Tubtor or am I?
Tubtor would ask, why was he killed?
I do not know the answer to this. It is an answer only you can give. 4 questions remain.
I may add Tubtor before you ask anything else. He cannot recall anything after his death that happened to his body. So I do not think we can ask him who will resurrect.
You cannot. 3 questions.
That was not a question to him. That was not a question. Not posed as a question in the slightest. I didn't say question mark. That was a statement. Fuck out of here.
The fucking D&D movie all over again. No. Yes. Yes. Goodbye.
Tubtor would ask him what his last will is for the kingdom.
This is a question.
When I was to die, my kingdom would go to my adopted son, Rainier Aetherius Tyrane. How many questions were we on again?
That would
We
be
got
our
3
third.
left.
That was your third
Left.
question?
No, third left. Sorry.
3 left?
brain.
Okay. 3 questions remain.
Who should we
Rainier's
seek out
face
to
kind
help
of changes.
Who should we seek out to help us defeat the hags?
I do not know
Well, yep.
the answer to this question. 2 questions remain.
Was Elizabeth working with anybody before you died?
Before I was killed by her blade, I suspected that she was working with one of the hags. 1
Second, why'd you
question
lie?
remains.
He said he didn't know who killed him when Tubtor asked the first question. The fourth question, he said that he was killed by her.
No, you asked why was he killed, not
Yeah,
who killed
you
him.
asked why he was killed. He didn't know the
you're
answer to
right.
that.
You're right. And then you said you wouldn't know who killed him because it was events that happened after he died. Now I remember that. Now I gotcha. Fuck.
He remembered being killed by Elizabeth, but he didn't know why.
He didn't have time to ask, really. He was too busy dying.
One question remains.
The sad thing is, I know the perfect question, but Dunyazard can't ask any because she's currently channeling.
Yeah, you sure you don't want to ask anything?
I mean, I like to think of it as while she's channeling, you're hearing his voice speak. You're also hearing Dunyazard say the exact same things in sync.
Thematically, I understand that works perfectly. As a caster,
Did you hear me?
Huh?
I had asked Rainer if he was sure there's nothing he wanted to say or ask.
I cannot think of anything.
anything you want us to know?
Who?
Did Tubtor just ask you anything you want to tell us?
No! Goodbye!
I was not. Wait, was that to the?
That was the last question.
Damn you.
His corpse deanimates.
Man, I had a really good question. I was just
Then
going
you
to
start
ask him
just
to
gonna
tell us about
look
the
at-
secret.
Tubtor and just be like, "Are you daft or something?" So, what do you know about the hag? Do you have any documents about the hag? For goddess's sake, you could have just asked him, is there anything you wish you could have told your son Rainier?
Like family recipes. No.
You know, maybe
Rainier is still
should
kind
have
of in
edited the
shock from
questions.
his father actually saying that he was supposed to get the kingdom.
Rainier, I'm sorry. The rest of my party had to be like this.
Oh, don't be sorry, Dunyazard. There's nothing you could do to help us being this stupid.
Apparently my
Tubtor
father wanted me to be king.
pats Stolbach on the shoulder and says, "One day he will acquire the wisdom of Tubtor."
There's still one more half of a corpse whose head is still completely intact down the line there. Just saying.
Do you want to ask Elizabeth anything? I don't. Does the Bible
Dunyazard's
have to
gonna
be
walk
willing?
right up to Stovak and be like, Stovak, please ask the questions of this next corpse.
I will do so. I will do my best.
Alright, and just like before,
Maybe we should get you a pen and paper so you can write down your ideas.
Just like before.
at least
I
ask
told you-
them, at least ask Elizabeth who was the hag she was working with and where we might find them.
I will add, you're the one who's more knowledgeable in this as you are the necromancer and such, but doesn't the corpse have to not like revere you or like recognize you as an enemy?
Wait.
Like be
Is the
willing.
word. Yeah, it has to want to talk to you
Well, didn't we
I
just have a
don't see anything
dragonborn
on
walk
that.
in that hasn't met her?
That was my point. Is it should not be me. It should probably be Shelka. I am probably known by the fact that I shot her in the face when we got there.
Oh. Yeah.
That's a good
The
idea.
corpse is under no compulsion to offer a
Answer
truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy.
So I should not be asking the question. We just get a big sheet and hold it up in between us and the corpse. And have Shelka
All
answer
right.
the question.
What questions do you want Shelkus to ask?
Should we write down a list or something before we have you cast the spell, Dunyazard? For one, we should ask.
As long as we ask them something or another about the hag she was working with and get some good answers, that should be fine.
See, 5 questions. The bash
5
together
questions. Who, what,
idea.
where, when, and why of the hag. I don't know why I'm making Dunyazard be a smartass today.
Because you didn't get your revenge on the hag.
I told you, Tubtor was not going to come up with some good, intelligent questions. 8 intelligence. 8.
I mean, you did ask a pretty good question on the whole, what did you want your will to be and shit, because that told everyone
was
the
trying to
truth
go
that
for
Rainier was
wisdom.
supposed to be king.
I was trying to go for wisdom instead of intelligence. Not something that's actually smart or helpful, but something that's just kind of wise, being kind of noble birth. That's just what I was going for. Because intelligence is a hard roll for Tubtor.
Right. I'm casting the spell now.
What questions should I ask?
4 lined up. Dunyazard.
Any
Any
info
id-
you can get about the hag that she was working with.
All right.
Hard drink.
Alright, Emerald Smoke, waving hands. Elizabeth glows with emerald eyes, yada yada. You get the
Also
whole
the
deal. I'm casting it.
4 that I have into the out of character chat.
Huh?
That's not a list
Oh.
of 4 that I have in the out of character chat. I'm trying to come up with a 5th.
Are you waiting for me?
No, I'm actually doing D&D right now. Huh?
There
I'm
you go.
actually doing
There's your
D&D
5th
right now.
one.
All right. She raises back up, says the 5 questions. All right. Okay, which one? What do you know? What do you know of the hags?
The hags are meant to bring greatness to the world, to allow the powerful to become even more so.
Okay. Okay, this where did you last know the hag you have met is?
Probably,
That
where
one's
did you
worded
last meet the
weird.
hag?
Yeah, that one's worded weird. Where did you
I just
last
wanted to
meet
clarify
with the
that
hag?
because I know that there's the one hag that she's known, and I didn't want it to be like, well, the other hag that I've never met, I don't know where it is.
Sorry, I got to think of the answers because I completely didn't even realize that Dunyazard had speak with dead. Actually, I realized it, but I didn't freaking put together that it might be used here.
About to say, I've been waiting to use that spell for a while.
I'm just going to word it the way it's written then. Where did you last know the hag you have met is? Kind of glances at Stolbach. My brain is not allowing me to put that phrasing together properly.
Her brain short circuits, and she just catches fire right there with that one question.
Just ash. No.
Last I heard, the hag, Feya, was searching for the well of life.
Well then. How did you come to know the hag?
I learned of my father's plans and sought power for myself. The hags humbly obliged.
What did the hags tell you they wanted out of your working together?
A distraction.
You still want him to ask the last one because it's it's probably going to connect with the whole where did you last know the hag was? If there's a different question you want to ask, now's the time to come up with it. And one that's actually gonna give you new information.
So
Did the hags tell you what they wanted the distraction for? I'm not asking that. I'm telling Shelkus
Oh.
to answer that. Like
She
maybe
could-
writing it down on a piece of paper or something like that.
Okay.
She's
you
not going
write
to
it
answer
on
to
the-
me.
You write it on the piece of paper and I don't know, do you have mage hand? You could just float it to him.
Yeah, I do. I made sure.
So River, I have a question.
Yes.
She said Freya was looking for this
Yeah, I
mountain of
admit
life. Well of life.
Yeah.
Would this thing be considered a major landmark, such as city, mountain, castle, or battlefield on the same plane of existence as us? Someone in history must have visited this place and mapped it.
No.
I don't imagine it being mad.
Nobody knows where it is. That's why she has to search for it.
Okay, so there's no existing map that's been made of it. Good to
No.
know. All right. Or it's not on this plane of existence. I mean,
Or both.
okay. I mean, just confirming.
Anyways. What was that question you had for him, Tubtor? Again? I forgot.
No, that was my question. Was about
No,
the-
not Tubtor. Stolbach. Sorry. Wrong person. You said you wanted to...
I asked what the hags wanted the distraction for, essentially. Like,
Right.
what did they need the distraction to do?
What did they need the distraction for?
time, and time was given.
What you saying?
The distraction was needed for time, and time was given. And then that's it. You learned a little bit more. And the spell breaks, having the last question answered. Well, I hope that gave you what you needed.
That gave us quite a bit. Thank you. Oh,
And
I feel
everyone in here
lightheaded from
witnessed. And everyone in here witnessed when the king said Rainier was to get the kingdom, did you not?
Yes, I did.
We did.
Well,
As Mithras
okay.
responds. Ronos tries to respond, but his throat's still kind of healing, so it's more of a whisper.
Easy, Ronos. That's gonna take at least a month to heal.
I'll say that that cough was in character as well as out of character. Anyways, Elizabeth's dead. The fallen king has fallen once more. And Rainier has fallen into becoming a king. Still got to be made official, but there were witnesses to King Tyrane's wishes, so everyone in this room. Anyways, Shelkus said that there is an airship waiting outside to take you guys back to Astray. You know what you're looking for. The well of life.
Prince Tubtor bids the new king adieu.
Well, gonna have to get used to that one.
Nope.
What's...
Damn it! I'm trying to add info for new spells and I'm hitting the wrong damn thing. I'm sorry.
Casting some sort of abjuration spell that requires a verbal, somatic, and material component. Anyways, I presume you all head back out to the airship and prepare to leave. As you leave the castle, go out the main doors, you see down below people cheering, the citizens cheering. Even some of the guards seem to join in on this revolt as you all step out of the castle, and they all assume that the queen is dead. There are guards down on their knees with their hands behind their backs and their heads and stuff, surrendering, clearly knowing that they've been bested. And you see several adventurers from Astray, a few faces you recognize, but nobody you've actually talked to, in certain areas as part of this as well. Clearly Astray sent help with this revolution. And the large airship, or not the large airship, the Janky Sprocket's airship, waiting down on a part of the steps for you to board and leave.
Dunyazard is going to yell out something to the crowd that's cheering. So who's ready for this war to end and peace to return?
Yeah! As everyone cheers. And you get on the airship and head back to Astray. Which, when you get into the city, it is your choice where to go next. But you get the idea. You might want to go report to Astrian or somebody about what happened. Also,
Is that mostly it for D&D? I gotta help Jimmy set up his computer also.
okay, we can call it shorter for this session, but I was gonna
Yeah, you can finish what you're saying.
well, it was just a reminder that Richter mentioned to Dunyazard that he had some sort of plan for a celebration or something at the Adventurers Guild whenever you guys were ready. As well as thinking of your name, which you guys came up with the name. Dunyazard proudly came up with the name. Frickin' AAA.
Hey, at least it's
Alright.
not the Sensual 7.
You somehow hear an old-timey phone ringing in the mansion. Dunyazard picks it up. AAA, how may we assist you?
Oh. Since there's communication magic, such as sending stones and shit, there are such things as that. And they'll be available in more places than just Astray very soon, as talks with Rainier about certain things are going through.
You know, if we had a sending stone that Tubtor was linked into, Tubtor's capable of minor illusion within 30 feet of him, plus a 10-foot range of reach. I could make a minor illusion of any sound, if somebody were to want that for a distraction in the future, and I were to know that that was what was requested. Just talking about
Literally
moving
make the
hands.
sound of a phone ringing behind them.
Yeah.
Anyways, I suppose we will call it at you guys returning to Astray then. For today, it's a shorter session, but
Sorry for missing.
session 19, you guys will be back here.
I had a quick question for the DM about
Okay, later.
stunning strike thing, constitutions, the Constitution saving throw. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. What is the number for that? The DC.
It should say it. Let me search up what Stunning Strike.
Because monks don't really have.
Constitution saving throw of
Monk stunning strike.
it should definitely say.
You see why I wanted to bring it up immediately.
Huh. Let me really quickly.
Oh, do we level up from that fight?
Yes, you all level up. Stunning
Okay, you forgot to
strike,
tell us that.
save No, I didn't. At the end of the battle, I said you all get a level. It's calculated the
Probably said
same
that
as
one,
all
so
your
my
other
mistake.
key-based abilities. 8 plus proficiency plus
There's
wisdom.
no. Okay. So 15 currently.
Yeah, that should be the DC for all of your key-based abilities that require a saving throw.
I don't think there's any other one of them that do, but that's
Well,
good to know.
All right, we'll see you guys next
All right.
week. Hope you all
Yeah.
have a wonderful week.
Thank you, everyone, for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye!